They actually just took it a step far. For what? For what? For what? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone's doing okay and everyone's doing well. Guys, there's a lot for us to speak about because although Love Island has officially started, I'm not for what they done yesterday. I'm sorry. I feel like yesterday was just low-key a step too far. I'm not even gonna lie to you. So as I usually always say, if you haven't yet subscribed, of course be sure to. But please to get cozy and comfortable with your horror arena and your snacks. And I really hope you enjoy the rest of this review. By the way guys, I'm so sorry. The light and the sun just keeps coming in and out. So I'm gonna keep going from chocolate to chocolate. Alright, so let's start off with the postcard. As you guys do know, Love Island producers sent a postcard to the main villa of what the guys are getting up to in Castle Moor. Was the postcard fair and were the images accurate? That is another story for another day. But personally, I do feel like Chloe was the best person to get that postcard. I feel like her reaction was definitely needed in the villa. When I did see Millie and Kaz's response as well, when Chloe was fuming, I was just like, yeah, this is about to end horribly. Don't get me wrong, I 100% understand why they sent the postcard in the first place. Like, the girls were moving, like they were married to these men, and these men were out here doing bits and bobs and whatever. But I don't agree with the way that they sabotaged Teddy and Faye's relationship. Like, I don't think that was fair. And of course, everyone knows that Faye is the most fiery in the villa anyway, so of course they want to get Faye's reaction and stuff like that. But Faye is the type to take on the anger of another person anyway. So I feel like even if they left Liam and Lily's pictures in the postcard for Millie to see, Faye would have honestly built up a special type of anger for Millie on her behalf. So I don't agree with what they done. Sorry, I feel like the pictures that should have been included was Jake and Teddy in the daybed, Liam, Salma and Clarisse together when they were doing that whole three-way whatever. But to put Teddy kissing Clarisse in a challenge, it wasn't even a challenge, it was a game, but even with that, I feel like that was taken completely out of context. I'm sorry, I don't want to be like a Grinch or anything, but I just feel like they could have sprinkled some positivity in there and they could have actually just left Teddy alone. Like, why was Liam's main picture not part of that postcard? So let's do a quick breakdown of the couples and updates, starting off with Faye and Teddy. Like I said, I feel like the producers definitely done them wrong. Teddy even turned down Clarisse. Like, Clarisse was grafting her way into the villa through Teddy before going into Tyler. So I feel like I just feel like Faye just didn't deserve that. Like, I think it's very disappointing. Faye, as we also know as well, in the beginning of the episode, she was speaking about how, oh, you know, she's having doubts about Teddy because she doesn't feel like he's funny and stuff like that. So I feel like because of the postcard right now, she's definitely going to crack on with Sam. She did say she has taken an interest in Sam and also in Dale, but as we know, we'll get into that later, Dale and Chloe are also becoming a little thing. But yeah, Faye literally said, I've got my groove back. She went to go put on that little number. She went to go bring out that deadly lipstick combo, which we did say she needs to let go. Honestly, a nude lip will do, but sis, if that's what rocks your boat, that is 100% fine. But yeah, I feel like, yeah, in all honesty, I feel like Faye and Sam, I feel like Faye's gonna recouple, Teddy's gonna remain single, and then, oh, that's actually gonna be so crazy. Teddy's actually gonna remain single and Faye's gonna actually recouple. That's mad. And then maybe Teddy and Faye will have a conversation and Teddy can kind of clear his name. But that's just so unfair on Teddy. Like, oh, Love Island, you're just ruining it, man. Just ruined it. Moving on to Hugo and Amy. As long as Hugo is still in that villa, I'm gonna get onto every single person who didn't understand the assignment and allowed Hugo to see Castle Moor and not Aaron. You guys 100% already know this. As my reviews have gone on, my tolerance for Hugo is at an all-time low. Like, even every single night, he's like,
oh guys, yeah, like, what's the plan? Like, what's the plan? What's happening tonight? Who's in your bed?
Bro, what's your plan? What's your plan? Focus on yourself. It's giving snitch. She's just trying to gather data. Hugo is 100% Amy's visa into the main villa. It's very clear that she's not that actually interested. I mean, yesterday you ignored him and today you want to be doing up.
Yeah, guys, yeah, like we even cuddled and like we even fell asleep cuddling.
No, you didn't. Hugo fell asleep cuddling. You, babe, you were wide awake. And also, don't get me started on when Hugo kissed her and said, job done. Crack? Must be crack. Must be crack. Job done. This is what I mean. Like, oh, I cannot believe Hugo is in Castle or more. How are you going to kiss someone and say job done? Because you know, if someone actually done that to me, I have to walk away. But instead, because she knows that he is her ticket into the main villa, she even cuddled up even more. Oh my gosh, blood in my actual eyes. No. As we know, Chloe is coupled up with Hugo, although it is nothing romantic. So Chloe is very much free to do whatever she wants in the villa with the new Castle Moor boys. But she has taken a very keen interest in Dale. I don't know if I think that they suit. personally. I feel like Dale comes across as being quite boring. Like, he hasn't really shown much of his personality, and every single time they need to talk, it's Chloe that's pulling him for a chat. He's not the one pulling her, which is giving very weird, because you should be grafting, because I am your ticket to stay in this video as well. I don't really know. I feel like these Kaz and Matthew boys are very interesting anyway. But yeah, Chloe is very interested in Dale, but as we heard already, Faye has also taken an interest in both Sam and Dale as well. So I think it might be quite interesting to see if there's any friction there. But yeah, Chloe's doing her thing. I can't lie. I've actually been warming up to Chloe in Kaz and Matthew. I feel like she's actually been quite calm, or maybe we're just not seeing much of her screen time, but yeah. So moving on to Tobias and Mary, guys, I cannot even lie, I am really loving Tobias and Kaz and Matthew. I feel like he definitely is coming with very good vibes, and he's literally just doing minister of enjoyment. He is not holding back, having fun, enjoying the game as it should be. Him and Mary have started speaking, and just as I said with Amy and Hugo, I don't actually think Mary likes Toby on such a level. I just feel like she sees him as quite an easy target, and also her visa to get into the video as well. Abigail, on the other hand, guys, what is going on? What is going on? Abigail saw the picture of Tobias kissing another girl on the Kaz and Matthew postcard, and we're still talking about
yeah, I'm gonna trust him. I'm still gonna trust him. Like, I feel like that can definitely be taken out of context. Like, he's still definitely got my trust.
why? It's given delusion. It is 100% given soul tie. Like, do you not remember how easy it was for you to collect Tobias off of Chloe? I don't think you remember that one in a day. So what on earth makes you think that Tobias is being calm and sleeping on the daybed in Kaz and Matthew, Abigail? What? I actually don't understand that one. I don't know what Abigail is doing. You are sleeping on the daybed for Toby. Toby. Ah. Hey. Hey. So yeah, moving on to Tyler and Clarisse, guys. The only word that comes to my mind is crack. What is Tyler doing? Even though I know that him and Kaz aren't official, I do feel like whilst he was in the villa, he was definitely making Kaz seem like, you know, you're the only girl. I think you're absolutely stunning, like you're the full package, you're da 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 da. So to see him doing all of this with Clarisse as well was just a bit like, okay. That's quite interesting. But then another thing that Tyler also does is that he continues to say, you know, it's the lad's holiday, you know, Kaz and Matthew boys, it's the lad's holiday, blah, blah, blah. So then it's just like, okay, is he just having fun now with Clarisse because he knows that he can, and then he's going to go back to Kaz? Or is he actually going to recouple up with Clarisse? Of course, when the postcard came, Kaz was crying. Even me, I said, Kaz, wipe those tears quick time, Omar, because you don't have time to be shedding tear over this Tyler guy. Like, she was even like, oh, guys, I've caught feelings in a week, and you know, I haven't even seen any red flags. It's been 4 days. What makes you think you're going to see red flags in 4 days? Babe, wipe those eyes, remember who you are, and get kicking with the new Kaz and Matthew boys. All right? But Kaz definitely cried and remembered who the heck she was. Matthew has definitely taken a very keen interest in her, and of course we know they got very cozy. I definitely do love this for Kaz. She 100% deserves, even if Tyler does come back from Kaz and Matthew single, I don't feel like he deserves Kaz anyway, because even if you really liked me, you would have respected me enough to not do all of those things anyway. Also wrote down a but here, and the but is, I just hope, okay, fingers crossed, Matthew and Kaz seem very cute together, and Matthew does seem really nice. He seems quite respectful, very intentional, you know, all that type of stuff. Definitely grafting, like he's doing what he needs to do. I just hope, I really just hope Matthew is genuine. But for now, he's loving Kaz, Kaz is loving him, and we're loving that for Kaz because this is a team Kaz account. You guys already know. So moving on to Liam, crack again. I definitely feel like his 21-year-old self is literally seeping through like a stain on linen. I feel like he's definitely showing his age in Kaz and Matthew, and I'm not even trying to be like rude or anything, but I honestly don't feel like Lillie has anything on Millie. I've been saying this since Millie actually entered the villa. I think she's absolutely beautiful. I'm not even joking. Even in her confessionals, where she's just speaking one-to-one to the camera, I'm just like, wow, she's a babe. Of course, from the card, Millie thinks that Liam is being calm, and oh yeah, he's probably just like in the bed just to be like kind. No, Liam is the worst one in that villa. Lillie is definitely trying to graft her way into the villa, and of course she's trying to do that through Liam. Honestly, I just hope Liam does not fumble with a bag, but he's 21 and I know he probably is going to fumble the bag, and that means that Millie deserves better. But I know for a fact that Millie is going to remain loyal, and she's probably going to have her heart broken because Liam may possibly walk in with Lillie. And lastly, moving on to Liberty and Jake. In all honesty, I've said this from the get-go, I love Liberty so much. We all definitely need a friend like Liberty. She was definitely telling Kaz to snap out of it, like crack on. If Tyler's doing this, if Tyler's doing that, then you definitely need to do what you're doing as well. And I think Liberty just comes across as such a sweetheart, because even when she was speaking to the confessionals, she looked like she actually wanted to cry, like almost like she felt Kaz's burden for her. And that is a good friend, okay? We all need a friend like that. And just as a side note with Jake, guys, I actually won't be surprised if Jake is constantly speaking about liberty in Castle more, but they are purposely just cutting those clips out, because it's almost like there's an emotional manipulation game that's going on for the members of the public. Because we need to remember that although this is Love Island and all of this type of stuff, it is also a show. They need to make sure that the ratings are up. They want to make sure that people are talking, that Love Island is trending every single night. And I just feel like if they can put that postcard together and manipulate the girls in the villa like that, then surely they can try and do certain, and only show us certain scenes to also try and manipulate us as the public. I honestly do feel like there is a possibility that Jake is constantly speaking about liberty in Castle more, but they only want to show us one side of the relationship in terms of liberty only speaking about Jake. So I honestly won't be surprised if Love Island have put that together. So in that case, Jake for me currently right now is 100% in the good books, although at first it was coming across like he was trying to manipulate the guys in Castle more so that of course he can win and he can kind of eliminate competition. I actually won't be surprised if Jake actually does really like liberty, but we're not being able to see those scenes because the Love Island producers just feel like, no, why would we give them those scenes when it can cause more drama? But yeah, I do really like Jake and Liberty together. Jake is currently in my good books, Liberty has always been in my good books, and I won't be surprised if they win. I won't be. So of course we already received a glimpse of tonight's episode, and all I'm going to say is these Castle More boys are just so unpredictable. So this is why I feel like predictions are even useless at this point, because I feel like everyone is capable of murder. That's what they're capable of. So from the top of my head, I do feel like Faye and Kaz are definitely going to recouple, and I feel like Millie and Abigail are going to be heartbroken because Liam and Toby are going to come back with a new girl. So guys, those are my thoughts on that episode. Personally, I'm like I said, I'm not trying to be a Grinch or anything, but even for a show that constantly has like mental health awareness adverts and all of this and all of that, I just feel like they could have definitely added a sprinkle of positivity for that postcard. I don't feel like they needed to throw Teddy under the bus. I feel like Liam and Tyler would have been enough to basically rattle the girls in the villa to remind them that they can crack on with the new guys in Castle More. I do feel like the Castle More boys that are in the villa as well definitely are going to see this as an opportunity for them to speak to the girls as well. But yeah, I feel like what they done for Teddy was bad. Honestly, like Faye and Teddy, they didn't have to touch that. I feel like it would have been okay to leave them and let Liam kind of be seen as the villain, but yeah. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. But as always, if you haven't yet subscribed, of course you sure to. But as always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please do take care, and I shall see you in our next one. Bye.